African Americans have a lengthy and powerful history of dedication to this country through military service. For more than 200 years, African Americans have fought bravely with honor and valor in every conflict in United States history. Now, we salute our men and women of service with this special series, Called to Serve, A Soldier's Story, recognizing their sacrifice and celebrating their accomplishments, told by those who answered the call.
In 1941, the first African-American military aviators in the United States Armed Forces, the Tuskegee Airmen, defied extreme racism, Jim Crow segregation laws, and the belief that African-Americans were incapable of piloting aircraft. During World War II, more than 150 Tuskegee Airmen were decorated with the Distinguished Flying Cross, awarded by the United States Armed Forces for heroism and extraordinary achievement in aerial flight.
When you look at African Americans as a whole, we've always been a part of this country. You know, when you look at the Tuskegee Airmen, the contribution that they made where they said that men of color were not smart enough to fly airplanes. But we've always been there to fight. We've always been there looking forward to the future, and we've always been there in support of where the United States want to go.
Victor Holt understands the struggles of the Tuskegee Airmen firsthand. He is a veteran of the United States Air Force.
There are several generals and admirals of color that I know their sacrifice, the challenges that they faced in becoming who they are today, the prejudices that they face because they've shared those stories with me. It was a long, hard road for them.
He made the decision to serve in the Air Force when he was only 18 years old.
I went into the military because at the time I knew I was not ready to go to college. And as far as my parents were concerned, it was something honorable because being from DC, it was go to school or go to college. And by going into the military, I was still able to learn a trade and start growing into a profession.
He saw racial discrimination as soon as he entered basic training. And for Victor, it was the first time he had ever experienced it.
Being from really what was truly Chocolate City at the time, racism didn't exist. We weren't taught prejudice because everyone looked like us. And you know, what was fascinating, it was some folks that in basic training that I came into contact with who, when they got there, that was the first time they had seen anyone of color.
Today, Mr. Holt continues his military technology focus as founder, president, and CEO of a technology solutions and healthcare management company that provides broad support to the veterans community.
This speaks to veterans. So we have social workers, we have peer counselors, and there are also mental health specialists that are out there in the district to help those consumers to seek treatment, to seek rehabilitation, and to level set their lives so that they can create a new normal for themselves.
Victor Holt says his Air Force service made him the man he is today, and military service can provide valuable training, opportunities, and careers.
The military is a great career for a lot of folks. You'll see a lot of CEOs, you'll see a lot of folks that are in management, or you'll see folks who went in the military, they became doctors, they became lawyers or whatever. But keep your eye on whatever your internal prize is and continue to work towards that. And the military, if done correctly, will afford you that opportunity.